The following game demonstrates other ideas for white when white sacrifices the central pawn e5 in order to win time and open the position playing f2, f4, f5 at some point. This is a game against Kortschnoj from the World Championship match 1978. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, a6, bishop a4, knight f6, castle, knight e4. So the open variation of the Ruy Lopez. It was a favorite weapon of Kortschnoj for many years. d4, b5, bishop b3, d5, d5, bishop e6, knight bd2, knight c5, c3, g6. So this is not a typical Spanish structure, but still it is very interesting to see the method of attack for white in this position. So white plays knight d4, sacrificing the pawn on e5, and now after f4, knight c4, f5, white opens the position and black king remains in the center. So this pawn sacrifice sometimes can be applied and used in Spanish game. Also Keres, for example, was using the same method of pawn sacrifice in the center in his game against Alokhin. g5, knight f5, rook g8, knight c4, dc4, bishop c2. Of course, it is clear that black could have defended much better than this game. Maybe it is possible to hold this position in general, but method of attack is very, very interesting, and it is worth learning and studying this method. Knight d3, bishop h6, bishop f8, rook a d1, queen d5, bishop d3. Now the rook is entering into attack, and black king still stuck in the center. Rook e8, knight h6, rook g7, rook d7. Here again you see the same example, that all white pieces are participating in the attack. Rook d7, knight h6, queen f3, rook f1, and you see that everything is aimed at the weakest link in black position, and this is the pawn on f7, which is the weakest link. So I think this type of play is a good indication of the strength of the player. If he can coordinate the pieces and play so harmonically, then this is a good indication. And now black cannot defend this pawn on f7, and he loses. After rook b8, knight f7, bishop d7, knight d8. So mate is unavoidable. So black resigned.